Hi. Right now, I'm at home. My family recently moved to a new apartment, and I thought I'd overshare my life again by basically going through the entire apartment, showing you what's happening. Just show you what a usual upper middle class Korean apartment looks like, and what the view is from here. It's usually shit, but hey, you don't know that. So this is the apartment. Here, we'll start with the door. We'll start with the entrance. As you can see, the place is a bit larger than usual. Definitely larger than, ooh, that's fancy. The lights come on their own. And if you try to like adjust your shoe with like one leg up and you fall down, there's a place to fall down. Which is, I believe, a good thing. Here's where my mom puts all of her shoes. I'm sure I have like maybe 4 pairs, and I only wear 2 of them because, I mean, come on, who needs more than 2? But apparently, women think differently. These are also my mom's shoes. These are also my mom's shoes. I'm not even sure if she wears them. What's in here? There's a broom, and those are some baskets, some ointments, and some tape. I'm sure that's what every normal household is like. Here's the bathroom, much fancier. We even got like a little glass thing here to make things a little bit drier. And for some reason, with this toilet, you need to press this button, and you need to keep pressing it in order to let it flush down. Let's see if it works. Yeah, somehow technology has made toilets more difficult to use. Now here's the study. Here's my piano. Here's some stuff my dad brought back from his travels. We're not really religious. I'm not sure why we have this. It just looks cool, I guess. It's an elephant with a bunch of arms. That's what we all fantasize in life, right? That's me as a baby. That's me as a baby with my parents. This is something that I won when I was 9 years old. Let's see if I still got it. Let's see if I'm still a fucking pro, dude. I mean, you know, because I'm in university now, and because the university is like 2.5 hours away on bus, I haven't had the chance to practice. Let's see if I still got it. Definitely need to practice more. That kind of sucked, especially if you compare it with the actual professionals. This is an amp that I can't use right now because my electric guitar is still in my dorm room. Here's a bunch of books. Here's an ocarina. Here's a fan. Here's a thing. Here's Roll Dolls Boy, and just a bunch of games that I played as a kid. Here's more photos of me as a baby. Look at that. What a ugly little brat. Look at this. Let's see if this fucking focuses. It does not. Let's see. Come on. You piece of shit. I paid way too much money for this camera. Yeah, it's not interesting anyways. Here's a book that's overrated, and at this point I'm not even sure who's gay or not. Here's a bunch of children's books. I'm probably going to give them all to my cousin. Here's a bunch of books that I'm supposed to read, but I'm too lazy to read them. Here's a bunch of movie magazines, because I used to think reading this stuff will make me cool. And turns out I'm still a virgin, and I live with my parents. And here's Bjork. Moving on. Let's see if... Here's the living room. Here's a sofa. Here's a little coffee table thing. Here's a gigantic TV that came with the apartment. We actually had to pay like 1/10 of what it actually costs. Here's some flowers that makes us look overly sophisticated, and it kind of looks like the flowers that you can see in like a Nintendo DS game. some more stuff. This is actually a eucalyptus plant, you know, the stuff that koalas eat. So I'm pretty sure if I like grab at least a handful of this and shove it in my mouth, I'll get high. I'm not sure what they were thinking when my parents bought them. And here's the view. Look at all that. Look at the. This is basically the Korean suburbs. And if I zoom in, those are all the fucking tutoring places, the Hagwons. If for all the K-drama fans out there, that's like a math tutoring place. That's an English tutoring place. That's a math and English tutoring place. Fusioned up, to get that fucking money to get that money from all those desperate and insecure mothers who are trying to, you know, basically make their kids the ideal version of themselves that they cannot reach. Here's some food. Those are grapes. Those are some mangoes up there, and those are some nuts. And you know that's all some nutritious stuff. And you know what they say: good food every day gets the gay away. I'm pretty sure that's what my Christian school nurse told me. Those are some paintings that my dad thought were cool, and my dad keeps thinking that way. Here's a kimchi refrigerator. I am not kidding. That's what we actually call it. If you open that up, that's kimchi. I'm pretty sure that's kimchi. That's lettuce that we'll make into kimchi. This is some prime Korean shit right here. Here's the laundry room, and here is an ashtray that represents my dad's inner demons. This is the kitchen. Just the basic stuff here, you know, water, scissors, I'm pretty sure that, okay, that's food waste. Packets of ramen, a beer glass with some change in it. Ooh, old school. Some cinnamon. I'm not sure what this is. Some stale bread, which is essential for every kitchen. Here's a rice cooker. Here's a water heater. Here's an oven. Here's a blender, and another rice cooker. That's kind of extra, but sure, why not? Here's my parents' bedroom. That's a big bed. My mom sleeps on it alone because my dad works in Seoul, and even when he comes down here, they still don't sleep together because my dad snores too much, and at this point, there's really no point to having sex because, you know, I mean, that's what every parents are like, right? Every couple's like that, right? When you've been married for like 20 years, although my parents, I guess they were kind of separated for like two or 3 years, like a few years ago. But that doesn't matter. That's what every couple is like. That's what my parents tell me. Here's where my mother does her makeup. This is just a bunch of stuff, quite frankly. I'm not sure what this is. Aloe 96% moisture. I'm sure it's good. I have no idea what that is. That actually kind of looks like a vibrator. But I've seen my mother use it, and I don't know what it does because after my mom uses this, she looks exactly the same. But I'm sure it looks expensive, at least. Here's a bunch of books that my mom does not read, but it makes her look smart. Here's another bathroom because, you know, at night, you know, when you wake up at like 4 in the morning and it's dark outside and the house is really big and you're like, oh shit, I don't want to go outside. Kind of looks scary. What if a rapist comes out of the fucking refrigerator? Well, thank God you got a bathroom for your own. And here's the highlight, man. Here, right next to the front door, here's my fucking room. God, my indigestion. As you can see, it's already fucking messy as shit, so, you know, it's extra authentic. Here's a bunch. This is what my grandfather gave me. I don't even know when he gave me. Here's a full body mirror just to see myself in all of its fucking nightmarish glory. And every time, you know, it's to be just extra insecure. Not only am I gonna look at my face and be insecure, I'm gonna look at my body. I'm gonna look at my legs and thighs and tell myself, wow, I am ugly all over, except my ass. I like to think my ass is pretty good. Here's a bunch of books, because I like books, or at least I tell people that because I want to look cool. I did read this book. I finished it last night, actually. Some fucking nerd told me to read it. It was actually pretty good. I do need to unpack more boxes. I mean, you know, these DVDs need to go somewhere, and I will be putting them on this little rack. I've already done some, organizing here and there. Here are my Criterion stuff. Those are some CDs. This is my little drawer thing for things that I put on my body. And here's the little music box. Let's see if it works. Yeah, you get the idea. Here's a... I mean, that's not racist. You can't say that's racist because Tintin and the Vietnamese guy have, like, the same, skin tone. Yeah, that, if anything, that's some equality shit. Look at me, a 9-year-old me at some piano thing, looking cool. Yeah, I was gonna say something very inappropriate, but I feel like I shouldn't. Here's me on my first birthday. Look at that fat-faced fuck. Babies are always fat-faced. And look at me, that's me at 7. I was 7. I was smug as shit. And behind that is a drawing that I did when I was 12. I think it's a... Goddamn, that light. That fucking light. Hold on. Ugh, okay. So that is a drawing that I did when I was 12. That's obviously the famous scene from A Trip to the Moon. I actually sent it to this art contest that they were doing at my school. They rejected it because all the drawings need to be colored. I was very sad. My parents actually framed it just because I was sad. So, you know, a very nice gesture from my parents. It was probably because they felt guilty about fighting all the time. But who knows? This is my own computer where I can watch porn in peace. This is my bed. This is... I don't care. Oh, fuck you. And this is my own TV. It used to be our main TV back in our previous apartment, but no, this time we got a bigger TV, so this is mine. I got my own flat screen TV at my home, in my own room. There's the Blu-ray player, and I can just lie on my bed and watch some really pretentious but somehow sophisticated stuff. And that is the apartment. Yeah. How do people end this? Usually they say, like and subscribe. I wonder what I'll do with my life. Why was I born?